classes earlier sitting on wooden chairs and go home. So I have a bride. I've already had mine. Hi. Hello. Can you take one and pass? Yeah. There's some candy. Start eating and then we play. Three in a row, space out. Games will require two people. So just spread out a little. It burns some calories too. Thank you very much. So all the homework that I did for you guys today involved only 6 words, because I've been told by all the developers that I know that all developers are obsessed with something called MMORPG, which is massive multiplayer online role-playing game. Is that correct?
Yes.
Does everyone play MM? My God, it sounds like a weapon. MMORPG. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Okay. Thank you. How many of you are wearing orange? Oh, great. Can I have you on stage, please? Thank you. How many of you have a name that begins from M? Ahmedabad. Yeah, please come. All right. Can I have like a male volunteer, please? Please come. Great. Thank you. All right. And who is the one person who is most bored in this session? I can see him. Anyone who is really bored and just wants to have a gala time? All right, one last volunteer. Chitra, shall we try you? Okay, all right. I'm going to give each one of them one task. You can't share it with anybody. You can't even share it with each other. You have to finish the task in 5 minutes. Drumil, will you give me a 5-minute timer? The rest of us will do an exercise while they're doing this 5 minutes. Okay? All right. Secret. All right. This is very, very painful. Yeah. Please go to your desk, your corner, whatever. You can go to your desk. You don't have to stand. Chitra, come here. I'll explain everything to you. Oh, so this looks scary. You can just say it aloud. When I get to yes, you will need to say it aloud. No, not right now. Not now. When the crowd exercise is over. Okay, 5 minutes, you can begin. Alright. What is communication?
Interaction.
That's right. What is effective communication? I got
Proper
it.
interaction. So one is listening and one is speaking.
No, I got you to answer my question. Is effective communication?
The listener understands everything that the speaker.
When
The
he's-
other participant understands whatever you are trying to communicate.
Absolutely. But no, you also want a response. When you tell someone I love you, you want to hear a I love you too. The communication you do is for a response that you have already identified in your head. You don't say I love you for her to say I don't. Right? You say I love you so that someone else says I love you too. Right? So effective communication is communication that gives you a result that you have A, anticipated, or B, you're prepared for. Bike has full petrol, I will run away. Like that. That is effective communication. I had a fantastic PPT ready. I've done communication workshops for so many people. I regularly teach at EDI, which is where the money people sit, the people who will pay you to quick programs for them. And I've done it for government servants, and I've done it for journalists. And when I made my PPT, I sat down with one female developer and one male developer, and I showed them my PPT, and I said, what do you think? And they said it's rubbish. None of these problems. We don't need to learn etiquette. We don't need to cross your legs in public, hold your body hard and sit. We don't need to learn all that. We have a different set of communication problems. And it was a very interesting experience for me to know that people like you who are so smart make some very simple mistakes. And I think if at the end of the session I'm able to correct those simple mistakes, it'll be a good session. Alright? 5 minutes done? Shit, seriously? Oh my god, I have nothing to speak. Okay. Alright, so I'll tell you what my 5 points today of effective communication for my speech are. I'm going to make a sale. That's what we do coding for, right? So that the BDM or the BDE can go and sell that code. So I'm going to make a sale. I'm going to learn something new. I'm going to get someone to reveal a deep, dark secret that they don't tell anybody. And which is amazing gossip value. And number 4, an absolute stranger is going to tell that to me. Okay. And number 4 is, you are going to tell me what you want to learn from me, so then that makes my task very easy. Alright? So these are my 4 pointers. You will grade whether I've achieved them after the 4 people stand up and reveal their answers. Alright? Okay, I think 5 minutes up. Let's begin with you. Can you come on stage? Speak out loud. You please say the question and the answer.
So I was asked to review this app called as Jalso. That's a Gujarati music and radio app, and give my feedback. So I'll start with the login screen. So first of all, it does not ask you to log in like other music players. Savan and all, ask you to log in first, and then start music. So you can create your own playlist. Okay, the one thing unique about this one is it has got devotional songs. You don't find devotional songs in Savan or other music player apps. You do find, but
obviously I listen to Kannada.
Alright. Okay, thank you. Can I know your name, please? Anish. Thank you. Alright. Who's coming up next? Come. Your question and your answer.
So my question was tell the 2 things about Donna Dubinsky. So I have actually
Her question was,
tell me the 2 things about the Donna Dubinsky. I didn't know her.
1 second. Does anyone know Donna Dubinsky?
So I have googled it, and the answer was she's actually a business development woman from the Ohio, America, and she has completed her.
So are you doing Wikipedia?
Yes.
Alright. So the quickest way to explain Donna Dubinsky, she's the one who invented the Palm Pilot. It's the woman who began the entire transition to smartphones. Personal digital assistants was a woman called Donna Dubinsky, who is now a businesswoman but also an innovator. Thank you. Who else? Yes, please come. Can I know your name, please? Hans?
My task is 3 things you want to learn from today's session. So I learned from so many things in this session. Like first is a journey of users, how to make your product effective. The another one is grace over event, and the third one is MDM, that is mobile device management.
Thank you. I was kind of hoping you would answer my session, but okay, last. See, last question earlier. I mean, your session is going on and that's and she must be possible.
So she has a very interesting question.
Yeah, that's why she chosen for last. And one thing you do in your private life that you can do publicly, and what is stopping you?
So one thing that she does only privately, but she can do that publicly. And why is she not doing it privately? So this means all bathroom habits are out, okay? She can't do that. But what is it that you do privately that you can bring out in public?
Of course, bathroom singing. You can do that in bathroom.
So what is stopping you?
I'm very bad at singing. Very bad. And my best friend is singer. So you can imagine how bad I am.
Alright, thank you Chitra for being such a good sport. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I had four objectives when I started this game. I got a stranger to reveal something absolutely private about them. You may not remember Chitra in great detail, maybe 10 years later, but you will associate with the fact that all of us are bathroom singers, and all of us wish we could, sing publicly. I'm miserable as well. The second thing is I taught you something to be proud about. Mashable has a fantastic list of 15 women to whom technology owes everything, from Apple to coding to Palm Pilots. So I hope I taught you something, that your gender has been a very important pioneer in technology. So objective 2 achieved, which is to teach you something. Number 3 was I made a sale. Jalso is my app. Thank you. I got 1 install done. So sale was done. Thank you for your kind words. And the 4th was that you were supposed to give me a task list. But thank you. I got to know what I missed. Alright, a little bit of background about me, apart from what was said. I work at a startup called Jalso. It's India's only Gujarati music streaming app. And thank you for the install. And what makes me proudest about Jalso is that our entire back-end API has been built by a female developer. Her name, I will be sharing her name with you later in case you want to interact with her. But so I work as COO, which is a very nice way of saying bill bhari do, server band thai gyu, phone karo, developer aayo nathi ene gaadi moklo, IP wada na problem che, lawyer paase jao. So I'm the one who does all the bad work, the grunt work, the shit work. So very nicely they call it COO. They don't even pay you very well because it's a startup. But that's what we do. So Jalso is built from scratch. We're 1 year old. We've got 50,000 plus downloads on the Android on the Play Store and about 10,000 on the App Store and a miserable 300 on the Windows Store. But we're growing, and yes, thank you for the good things that you had to say for our app. I was so happy. I was so worried you would come up and say something terrible about it. Okay. All right, let's begin.
Aditi, just a second. Can you all please download the application and give something back to our speaker?
That is blackmail.
No, that's what we used to do in our event. Like we invite people from company where they have built out something great, like great products. So this is the only way to utilize our community power, where we all are developers and can technically review your application and can get you technical feedback.
That will be great because
Yeah.
we could do with a lot of technical feedback. If you see our UX design process, you will be amazed. Aaj maru mood thayo, aam navigate karu chhe. Aaj mane by instinct, literally, when women are involved, I don't feel right. My gut feeling says that this is the way to do it. That's how we have done it, and oh my God, like Bhagwan Bharose. I was just telling you. So yes, please do download Jalso. Thank you, Paresh bhai, and give me a feedback. I'd love it. All right. I've been told there are 3 issues that, and I'm focusing on women developers because we was women tech makers. Men are free to share their problems. That there are 3 issues that women developers face. One is confidence. Is that a problem? Really? अब तो अहमदाबादी छोकरी गम में दे फिट रह जाए टाइप से जुगाड़. Oh my God. Like, why do you have Navratri? 9 days people pray to us. So, alright, confidence or lack of communication skills was the first problem that was identified for me. The second was timing issues at work. Is that true? True. I can't do anything about that. And number 3 is when you go outside Ahmedabad or your safety net or Gujarat, or when you're dealing with clients or bosses who are non-Gujarati, there is a sort of a miscommunication that happens because of language. Is that a valid problem? No? 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 Okay, what are the issues you face? Apart from these. What do you guys...
Male developers that women stand for.
Oh my God, that would irk me so much. Okay, what else? Stereotyping. Alright. It's a budget. Live with it. I've raised my sons to believe that it's the father who cooks and the mother who reads. So you can get back at them that way. Okay, what else? Stereotyping. Anything else? Dhruva.
Miscommunication, regarding miscommunication, little bit comfortable or while it comes face to face. It's easier while face to face, but giving chats or giving that.
So verbal, written communication is the issue. Alright, what else?
Not following the entire feminine checklist. There are some certain things that fall in everyone's mind. That these words are associated with femininity. This. And if you go out of it, I don't know.
So women are supposed to be
Yeah,
nice.
less of a women in that, make you feel weird, which makes you feel bad sometimes.
So you're supposed to be nice, you're not supposed to be a bitch.
So many are there.
Right. Yes, no, I understand what you're saying. Okay. Alright. So we have gender stereotyping definitely, and we have communication. Can I write down a few points? You can jot them down, you don't jot them down, as long as you remember what we spoke about, it will be great. Let's play a small game before that. I will, whatever I say, you have to do. Okay? You can sit in, all of you. All of you. Okay. We're going to, I'll just explain the game to you. Right? We're going to roll rotis. That's what women do. We make coffee. I'm a South Indian. This is how we make our coffee. Like filter coffee goes like that. We're also going to make dosa. Everyone likes South Indian food in Gujarat. Dosa. Yes. So that's called dosa. So July they call it dosa. My husband himself is dosa. I'm not sambar, it is sambar. Alright, okay, so we're going to do these, okay? So we're going to roll rotis, we're going to make a dosa, we're going to make coffee, and we're going to eat what? Idli? Oh, I love. Okay, alright, ready? Everyone ready? Shake hands. Come on, sit free from each other. Saturday ke batting. Alright, okay. Can you all please eat an idli? Alright. Can you all please make a dosa? Gotcha. Very good. Alright, what is the other food item? Coffee. Yes. Can you all please make some filter coffee? Very good. Smart. Damn. Alright. This is a classic example of body language. The first time, the reason you got it wrong was that you were paying attention to what I was doing with my body versus what I was saying. It's a classic example of why people who stand on this stage think that they are boring their audience because you're slouched. Your body language conveys something. Most of you said that you're good with one-on-one communication, but it's very simple. If your boss is telling you something and you're standing like this, or women have this habit, Why? Are you a waste of space? Are you saving space for somebody else? You're here for a purpose. Stand tall.
tall and stand proud and use your space. Badal do sharir. Use your body language very positively. I have this client. How many of you know are related to the BlazeNet people in Ahmedabad? No relatives here, right? Okay, the general manager of BlazeNet. We have a constant complaint with it because we can't deal with even 1 second of downtime because we're an app and we're a live radio and all that jazz and other minute of it. Every time he comes to my office to meet with me, I tell him, "Hi, Mr. Shankar," and you know what he will do? How do you shake hands? How do you shake hands? Great. Your thumb meets my thumb. And do you know how Mr. Shankar shakes hands with me? Like I'm going to give him a disease. So your body language leaves an impression which you cannot, which no matter how much great work you do, if you go online and look at all the LinkedIn forums, which I keep forgetting.
So if you look at all the LinkedIn forums where people talk about, where BDMs and BDEs talk about what their problems are with developers or with geeks, it is that they feel that the developers or the geeks are not open. Now, in my opinion, you guys are the most open people I have worked with because your brain is open to new ideas all the time. Is your body language coming across in such a way that people think you're not interested? Is your body language something that is stopping you? So, I don't know what is the right body language for your work culture, but my only task at the end of this session is to make you aware of how you sit, where your hands are, how you're walking, right? Very simple, if a girl is interested in you, her legs will be crossed towards your side. If she's not and she's sitting like that, boss, don't even try. So it's very simple. Our body gives us clues. One thing I'll tell you, oh gosh. So another habit girls have. Why? This shows an utter lack of confidence. You want to hold your hands, hold them here. Rest them on the hips the Lord gave you. Right? Don't put it like this. Put it here. Open your body up. Be open to communicating. Spine straight. Erect. Sit. So body language is the first non-verbal communication. You may not need to do it. The person on the other end of the screen may not see it, but trust me, if you're sitting straight and typing an angry email out, you'll feel much better. You'll feel less depressed. Yes, and it's good for your back. All of you are going to get RSI otherwise eventually. Okay. There are 5 skills that you need to learn for work, and then we'll go to play, which is always so much more fun. Learn to listen. Alright, great. Learn to listen to, if you're dealing directly with clients, then client, or whoever your team lead is, and what is it that is expected out of you. Be very clear to listen. Listen also to the non-audible things that are said. Sometimes we say one thing and mean another thing. We always say 100 gram aapjo, but we don't say fresh aapjo, but we assume, okay, that person will give us fresh vegetables. So there are some things that we assume which are not spoken. So pay attention to that. The second thing is mind your written tone. You do most of your communication in chats. You do most of your communication in email. Basic courtesy. Kem che yaar? You can't say that to your client. So you say, trust you are well. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. Hope things are fine. If it's raining like crazy in Bangalore, I hope the weather gets better for you. Right? Make a little polite talk. Make a human connection. It is so easy to forget that the person sitting across the screen is a human being as well, who could be having a lousy day, right? So, mind your written tone. If you get really mad and really pissed, although I have never had an email fight with any of my developers, because what they do is when I write them a dirty email, they disappear. They never reply. They don't answer my calls for 24 hours. They sulk like babies. Then I'll send coffee, and then I'll send chocolate, and then I'll say, I'm sorry, and then they'll come back. So, mind your written tone. Be polite. If you can't be polite, don't be rude, is all I'm saying. None of us, I think as Gujaratis, we are not prone to saying a lot of bad words. Those are UP walas. And my father is a quarter of a UP wala, that's why I curse so much. But we don't use abusive language, but we try not use offensive language as well. You know, matlab em nahi ki someone can walk all over you, right? If that email or that conversation is making you uncomfortable, say, stop, let's talk about this again. Let's do this at another time. Pachi baat kare. Phone kar. Whatever. You know, something like that. The third thing is focus on clarity. What I mean by mobile device management and what you mean by mobile device management are very different, right? I could be your client. Actually, the way you described it, I think I am going to be your client. Oh my God, I don't have that kind of money. But clarity, whenever you're discussing your deliverables, whenever you're discussing your code, your ideas, whatever team setup you have, whether you're doing it in school or you're doing it with a team lead, be very clear what your idea is. That's why I love Chitra's presentation. She said exactly what needed to be said. It came, this is what happens. You know, in my time, it was not bring your own device, it was BYOB, which is bring your own booze. It was definitely not bring your own device. I've become way too old now. But clarity. Whatever you want to say, be precise, be clear. I think none of you have the kind of problem that I have, where I'm talking about something and I actually want you to do something else. So clarity of thought. The second last is, welcome healthy conflicts. If people have a problem with you, good. Yeah? If they are pissed off, are envious. Dhruva was just telling me that the women technical community is very healthy and there is no insidious competition. We are all encouraging each other to come up. It's a great thing. If we don't push each other up, sorry, none of the men are going to. So it's a good thing. But even at work, when you're in conflict with a male team member or a female team member, don't run away from it. Welcome it. It's healthy. It gives you a chance to prove why you are different. People will have a problem with you only if you're different. All of us look the same. It's a uniform, right? Everyone will be alike. Nobody will have a problem. The fact that somebody had a problem with you, that's bad body language. Just tells me you're bored with me. So if someone has a problem with you, please take it as a compliment. Being a bitch is a huge compliment. Trust me. Trust me. Being nice gets you nowhere. Being rude gets you nowhere either. But if there is a problem, address it. Don't run away from it. Don't go home and cry and say, why are people misunderstanding me? Say, yeah, I got misunderstood. Someone gave you importance to misunderstand you. They could treat you like furniture. Je bole bole, right? The last thing is, always be eager to learn. I don't need to say that, right? You're blessed to be working in a field which is constantly evolving, which has something new to teach people every day, even old people like me. And so always be ready to, yes, thanks. Always be ready to learn. Yes? Alright. Playtime? Okay. Okay, so my developer wants me to ask you a question. How do you clear your cache? Not your mobile's cache. Not your mobile's cache. Your cache. The cache that's, am I saying it right? C-A-C-H-E? The cache. So the cache here, how do you clear your cache? What do you do for yourself? Sleep? Oh, I love that. Wait till you have children. Absolutely. Okay? Which is, what do you like to do?
Shopping.
Someone needs to build a shopping alley. Okay. What do you do? How do you clear your cache? Come on, give me ideas.
Reading. As she goes shopping, reading is one.
Reading.
Yeah.
Great.
Crying.
That is great therapy. Also, make people cry. That's therapy too. I do that all the time. I never cry alone. I make sure others cry with me. What else? What do you do to clear your cache? Sorry? Sleeping.
Like it's converting your feelings into thoughts, or you can just pen down and do some book or something.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Just get rid of whatever you are thinking of.
Absolutely. Great. Yes. You need to teach me because I'm miserable at it. I'm always thinking of the Maharaj and this and that pelo ayo pelane papa noche so. I don't know what is that. Definitely. So Utpal, what do you do to clear your cache?
Frankly speaking, and I guess you are aware of it, I bug like randomly.
He bugs randomly. It's called study. Gujarat point is considered a label. Study karwana. So, alright, yes. Fantastic. The future is yours. Code it. Very good. Doodling is healthy. What do you do?
Watching movies,
Very nice. You like Hindi movies, Gujarati movies?
Hollywood movies,
Cartoons. Yes.
yes, also.
Alright. You can't be an effective communicator in your play life, whether you're married or unmarried or monogamous or serial dating people, doesn't matter. You can't be a good communicator if you're not happy inside. Okay? You won't be happy inside if your cache is full. Doesn't matter how full your brain is, how smart you are, how you're going to be the next goddamn invention that the world will thank you for. If your cache is full, it's a miserable life. So please pursue things that you enjoy. Please create space and time for them. Doodling is very cool, reading is very cool, writing is very cool, meditation is the coolest thing in the world. Whatever gives you joy, bathroom singing, chore say, just do it, karaoke, you know. Make a point to take, even the boys actually, you guys have such high pressure lives these days. Make some time, I don't know if you want to do it half an hour every day or 2 hours every week. But you play the tabla? Because that's what you're doing? Oh, I thought you were clearing your cache. Okay, so, my bad. So you do whatever you need to do. Sorry? Let's communicate effectively. Come on.
I was just saying I don't have curly hair. And I am not like Taj Mahal and I am not Garbage. Playing tabla.
Stereotyping much?
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
I'm just taking an example.
Okay.
Someone like people know.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so clear your cache, yeah? Laugh about it, joke about it, take time out. It's very easy to get lost in the humdrum of life, and I don't want to sound like Sadhguru too much. So, but please just do something that makes you happy. Otherwise, you're a miserable playmate. So, do that, alright? Okay. One thing that all of us, even people in the IT field and people like me who are in the creative field, one problem we all suffer from because of our gadgets is we don't make eye contact when we talk. We don't make eye contact. Ciao, whatever you ask for. You're not making enough eye contact. I'm not saying you go and make eye contact with your vegetable vendor tomorrow, but you make eye contact with the people who matter. So your mom's telling you, dude, I haven't seen you enough, or you're working very late. Ha mama, javade. Just look in her eyes and say, ha mama, javade. Whatever. Make eye contact with whoever you are dealing with, right? Don't look down, look up. Takes a second. It makes, there are some things that technology can't explain. A human connection is something that no matter how much AI develops, we will never be able to recreate. And eye contact is the most essential part of it. Where am I chashma? Most of us wear chashma and talk, you know, like goggles. Don't do that, let someone see your eyes. All of us have such expressive eyes. Your eyes are beautiful. So keep them open, keep them connected. Alright. Last. There are some magic words that you were taught in school. None of you are old enough to be parents, but there are magic words. What are the magic words you were taught?
Thank you.
Thank you. Brilliant. All right. What else?
Please.
Please. Yes. Sorry. I'm sorry. I was an ass. I'm sorry. I was just too egotistical. Sorry. So say your magic words. Be empathetic. Somebody is having a miserable day at work. Give people the benefit of doubt. You come back home and your partner or your boyfriend doesn't understand and starts. Before you attack them, give them the benefit of doubt. Say, okay, you had a bad day, I had a bad day too. Then figure it out. Alright? Okay, that's done. So be empathetic, use the magic words. I say thank you to ATMs, and the only person who's happy is the security guard. But it is like that. Say thank you, say please, say I'm sorry. Right? Okay. Now this is only for the girls. So the guys, please close your ears because then they won't be able to use it on you. So, okay. Now, there is one trick to working with men, whether you're working with them in office or you're working with them at home, whether it is your dad or your son or your husband or your neighbor or your domestic help or your partner. Women love to ask questions. Men, your ears are open. Shoo karyo? Shoo ramyo? Kya kato? Kim oravyo? Women love to ask questions. That's how we work. We're curious creatures. We're cats, right? Boys, I would love it if you could come on stage and share what it is that you have to share. Alright? Men don't like questions. So whether it is your team lead, or your dad, or your husband, or your boyfriend, there is a very simple way to getting your work done. I'm going to tell you that, okay? Instead of saying, so the principle is very simple. Don't question, state. Instead of saying, how was your day? What did you do today? You say, baby, honey, done. Samrocho, whatever it is you call your. Tell me about your day. You turned a question into a statement. Instead of saying, telling your boss, what change do you want to make me? What change do you want me to make in the report? The minute you say that, your boss is like, I'm not kar. You say, tell me what you want me to change. Tell me. Just tell me. You want me to clean the typos that you made? Tell it to me. Right? What's a good time to meet this client that you're trying to sell something to? Let's meet on Monday at 2. Shall we? Yes? Okay. Instead of saying, can you clarify what you want? I don't understand. Like Dhruval and I conversation was amazing. I kept asking questions, he kept making statements. At the end of the day, I said sorry to him. I said, boss, you're my boss. Okay. Instead of saying, can you clarify what you mean? I don't understand. You say, please explain the third point in the deliverables to me. Right? Don't ask a question, state your answer. You'll find working with men, and unfortunately don't work with these men now because they know the secret. But you will find working with men a whole lot easier. There is very strong gender stereotyping at work everywhere. I will tell you, after having worked in India and in abroad, that no matter what you think, it is healthier in Gujarat than it is anywhere else. Anywhere else. I think it's a sign that the men in our lives have been raised by strong women, because they may do some bullshit, but eventually they see your point. If you go to the north, you go to the south, Bangalore, and I am from Bangalore, so I will tell you that chauvinism, stereotyping is very strong there. Gujarat, men are very healthy, mentally healthy. So push your way, state, don't question, and good luck to you, more power to you. And we'll just, all of us, do one exercise before I stop the session. Okay, just one thing. Open your books up, you need to write something. Very quickly, and I'll give you only 3 minutes for this answer. Everybody, your book or your phone. Okay? Everyone ready? सूत्रधार, पेनदार, दूँ आपको? है आपके पास? Catch करेंगे? I play cricket. I'm miserable at bowling. Okay. Alright. I want you to write me a recipe for fun. Alright? A recipe for fun. 1 cup friendship, 1 cup effort. What do? Write me a recipe for fun. Okay? See you in 3 minutes.
Alright, let's hear it. Anyone, please stand up. I would like to hear everyone's recipe of fun. Let's start with you. Loudly, please. Sure.
For me, it's spending time with kids, spending time with myself, put some masala of involvement,
pay attention towards whatever, people, it could be things, and something. That's fantastic. So mindfulness. Yeah, very good. All right.
So I'll mix self-love.
Okay.
I'll mix being confident,
Okay.
being myself,
Okay.
listening to music all the time,
Okay.
and garnish the recipe with a smile on my face.
Fantastic. All right. Yes, Miss Crying. It's great therapy. I do it all the time.
I love crying.
So, I have this thing that men don't cry, right? So my husband doesn't cry. He's a man and all. When he sees, which is the Ahmedabad movie where he's an old man and his chicken going out. When he sees Baba, then he comes up with 2 round circles on his t-shirt because he has sobbed through the movie. So the men who don't cry turn to Karan Johar. Yes.
And what I love, I do that with the one I want to spend time with.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I don't let others to control my life.
Okay.
And I'll cry so that my mom will come and kiss me and love me.
My children are still doing that. Great job. Very good. Brunel, recipe please.
Let's have fun again. Take a bowl of memories that we shared together in past. Make a spoon of next meeting date and some efforts and mix it with the device with which you can communicate to me. Serve the next meeting date and let's have fun together.
Oh boss, some of the writers you look, you're not bad at all. Alright, yes, since you and I have been communicating so much today.
Much that I've written about partying and going out, making
Recipe.
friends.
A, Saturday night. B, nice clothes. C, money in my wallet.
Yeah, that's
B, bootlegger ka contact.
Perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a recipe, ABC. So what is your recipe again?
That is exactly what you said. That is my recipe.
We should do it too sometimes. So, very good.
Just send me that.
Yes.
It's a book. Very opening it. Yeah. Take as many cups of the bullshit that you wanted to do till now, as much as you can digest, and then which you were not able to do due to all the your maybe parents or whatever. Mix all of them, execute it, and the result is loads of happiness and fun.
Fantastic. So this is like that जब भी मैं boyfriend girlfriend का photo जला दो, you feel better. Very good. Great therapy. Okay. My man. Oh, you can see it.
Yeah. So,
Oh my God.
okay, yeah. So I found this little late in my life, but then this is like a de-stressing thing for me. So whenever I am in too much stress, I take that pump, start blowing balloons, and then whenever people come to me, like my relatives, friends or anyone, I do this little thing. So I'd like to call up on stage, Aditi is already here, Chitra, the speaker, then Dhruva. Dhruva, please come. Then Ikra, yes, and I am forgetting your name, Shivangi? Yeah, okay. I am bad with many things, and names is one of them. Yeah, please come. So we'll do this little thing, and I like to demonstrate because I have to. Okay, so do we have a small simple napkin or something? Because, yeah, it has to be subtle, not obvious. Yeah, can I have that? Anyone? If you are bigger, the better. Okay, so they have to just sit on this. Now they already know. Okay. And let's see like in how many attempts they can do this. Yeah, please. And you guys can put your hands together.
Oh my God, I am so not doing that.
Be a sport, Aditi. No, you have to. You have to.
I am so scared of balloon sound because I've been standing
We do something new every day.
Sorry.
Wait.
No, you have to be a sport. You have to do it, right?
Wait, I'll use my key. Yeah. I have.
See, this is what happens, you know.
Thank you so much. Women must stand up for women. Yeah. University for that.
Anyway.
I will. You can do those.
Yeah, here.
Engineer always makes sugar.
Before I say.
Let's not go on size, okay? Thank you very much.
So I think I've proved my point. If you had fun, put your hands together. About that stereotyping thing, I just want to share one small little thing. The guy got fired from Google a few months back for writing a memo. That was internal memo. He said like male are better developers. So we don't believe that. Everyone is good. I believe in level playing field. And what I urge to PM, Paresh Mayani, we call him PM, and Drumil, to have more events where we have more participants from female community, tech lead, those techie people, non-tech, and they are getting fruits out of tech also now, that Jalso thing. So bring that flavor in also, and maybe we can have one event every quarter. I don't know how Google works on this, but we can set the example, we can take the lead, and we can give them a new format maybe, and they'll make it more interesting. I would like to thank Ahmedabad University also for this wonderful. Every time I come here, I see many bright faces just like you guys. So how many of you are students? We all should raise hand. We are in IT, so we are all students anyway. Yeah. So that's that for that stereotyping thing. I don't believe they are excellent coder, and you have already broken the ceiling. And our only thing is think big. And next time when we meet, I hope you will be in the next managerial role or next tech role, or try to beat Paresh Mayani on Stack Overflow. Again, it's not stereotyping. It's like, yeah, you make your mark, right? Because when you see Virat Kohli and Mithali Raj, you know the difference, right? So you have to cover that distance. And when you say like equal, so you have to reach there ultimately. Okay, fine. So do we have anything?
I want to summarize.
Oh, please, sure. So that's my way of having fun, stealing mic from others. Sorry.
So I agreed with pretty much everything that Utpal said till he got to Virat Kohli. So do you know why women are bad drivers, or why women are perceived as bad drivers? Because since you were a child, you've heard your father or your mother or the rickshawala say, "Behan kyun chala raha hai? Behan kyun chala raha hai?" You are pre-programmed subconsciously to be a bad driver. I drive for the Blind Men's People's Association rally every year. I do very well. I drive better than most men I know. And although the fastest Formula One rally driver from India is a man, the reason there won't be a woman there is because we have better things to do than drive fast cars. So just keep that. Another thing, people who are associated with this association, with AU Computer Studies, is anybody here from the college? Yes. May I make a request? How many female students do you have, ma'am? Right. We would love some female posters on the walls.
No, we have already posted in the classrooms and websites.
Yeah, so I want to send you an email of the 15 women that Mashable said are the mothers of technology. If you could just put those posters, share that. Yeah, it's a dog-eat-dog world, which is why the bitches will survive. So keep it real, keep it smiling, crying, keep it original. Don't cut copy-paste. Alright, I had a great time with you guys. Is there anyone who wanted to share a recipe and didn't?
Actually, we go out and insert one friend.
Inside one friend. Oh, that is very healthy. Okay.
Friends can visit a list combo for that.
Okay.
And each one gets their price.
Oh, it's like that show that comes where you come. There is one. So Nobody feels bad?
Yeah.
Very good.
One weather is there. One in front of
Right.
So give them a lemon and give it that power in the bag. And show their face in the power.
Absolutely, that's a good idea. I've tried that. Yes. Okay, anyone else who wants to share? Yes.
One bowl full of sarcasm or seriousness
Oh, very nice. Alright, I had a great time. I hope you guys took back something of value. If not, you got refreshed and I helped you clear your cache. So, it's a small world. We'll keep meeting. Bye.